Hi guys, Penguin Mal here. I just had a brainwave. Sam, I promised you that I would type up my speech and send it to you. Well, I've just had a brainwave. Why don't I just do it now? I'm using this. That way you can hear how I say it and not misinterpret what I may have written. I did arrive at the function on Saturday night and Saturday morning I had nothing written and prepared. I didn't know where to start, and then all of a sudden I started writing, and like Rat with all his notes and everybody else, I end up with pages and pages. And then I narrowed it down, edited it, and I finished up with 5 or 6 pages of a speech that I decided not to do on the night, even though it was there and Terence asked others to come up before he spoke if there's anything. I didn't think I'd get through it. I don't know how you other guys did it. I didn't think I could do it. When I rehearsed it with my sister, it was tough enough then. But now it's, days so later, and I was thinking about it, and I was getting all set, ready to type it up. Oh no, maybe I'll deliver it this way. So I'm going to have to put these on. I can read without them, but it makes it easier. So this is what I wrote. I'm going to read exactly what I've written on these pages, and we'll go from there. So here we go. I titled it "From Neckerchief to Socks" is the title of my little talk. So here we go, from neckerchief to socks. I met Andrew through his brother Steve, also known as Bushrat or Rat. Somehow, back in around 1975, I told Rat how I'd like to be a singer. He told me Andrew was in a band, and I went with him to see him play. This then long-haired bass lead player was a powerhouse of fun and vitality as he bounced around the stage, having an absolute ball. The singer was okay, but in my mind I thought I could do that, and probably better. I was in the police force at the time, and we had a social function coming up, and I said I could get a band for the occasion. And through Steve, I booked Park Lane. They were a hit, and so was I. Andrew was his usual bouncy, fun-loving self. Not sure how things progressed for a day, I'm not sure how things progressed, but a day came when I was going with Rat to Rosebery to meet up with Andrew. Apologise for this, it's just I'm struggling to read my writing. To Rosebery to meet up with Andrew. The band he was with were looking for a new singer, and Rat talked me into auditioning. I was nervous but determined to impress. I put on black pants, I put on a black shirt, and a red neckerchief. Hello the Elvis look. And I thought I'd sing a few Elvis songs and that'd impress Barn for sure. Andrew nearly wet himself laughing when he saw me like that. He just roared. Good on you. Right, stop there, and then this next section says commercial break. So, and this is what I've written for the commercial break. For the story of how I came to make a record with a song written by Andrew, you can go to my YouTube channel, Penguin Mal, which is already there, and look for When You're Lonely and a background story to When You're Lonely. So please like and subscribe and all that I had written there. So I didn't want to go into all that detail now. You can see that for yourself, and that will pretty well explain how that record and song came about. Okay, then the next little section's called Working Together. Now, regardless of the neckerchief incident, Barney and I worked together over the years in duo, trio and various band formats. We had Oasis, Bojangles, Exit, Bears on Chairs and various other names. Coming together, drifting apart. Then in 1995-96 area, after being out of contact for years, Barn rang me. I was working in real estate. He said he was working on putting together an Elvis show. They'd tried out some singers, but he wondered if I would be interested in doing it. Silly boy. I flew over, did the audition, and the job was mine if I wanted it. I went back to Tassie, quit my job, packed up my car and drove to Brisbane. Moved into a caravan at Maroochydore and my new life. Many weeks of rehearsal, and our first show was quite a big production. Lights, sound gear, fit for a stadium. Not sure how much it paid, but I know I had to put in $40 to help cover costs. Great show though. That show was followed by band members being let go, and then more rehearsals. I was now filling a role as one of the shadows, basically my own support act. I liked it, but the wheels were falling off, and the upshot was I moved back to Tassie and resumed a normal working life. I did get back into music and even had a 3-month tour doing clubs around Australia with my mate Richie. But in 2005 I took a job in security at a hospital and music life ended. So that's that little section. Then we come to a piece I've got, Getting Back in Touch it's called. I retired in 2015. My idea was to get back into some low-key music stuff as a hobby. I practiced a lot, but never played publicly. Just for fun, I sent a Happy Christmas photo of me to Terence. Asked Tel to send it on to Barn. It was just to say hi. That was maybe 3 Christmases ago. Barn got in touch, and his teasing banter was still to the fore. He told me he didn't play anymore, but was working on an album. No, I don't play anymore either, but no, I don't play anymore, but I muck around at home, I told. That's right. No, I don't play anymore either. I just muck around at home. Yeah, sorry about that. It was good to exchange conversation and text with him. He was very encouraging, and as much as he enjoyed giving me stick, he would always give me that tick of approval. That, from him, was music to my ears, like when I was on stage with him, and I caught a glimpse of that smile, that nod, that look that said, "Effing brilliant, mate." Well, that made me feel 10 feet tall. Okay, now in closing, we're already there. In closing, Terence told me that Sam said to him something like, "Had Barn not left us, we would never have this album." This one. He, Barn, would be finding fault with it. It would not get finished. he's possibly right. Barney was meticulous. He wanted to be proud of what he'd done. Well, it makes me feel a bit proud because he kept picking me for various projects. I like to think that he thought of me as a perfect piece for his project. And that's one hell of a compliment. And then the last bit of this speech I had written is titled The Socks. The last time I was with Barn was Boxing Day 2020. A lot of laughs that day, but the thing he found so amusing was the socks I was wearing. They were just ordinary socks. He thought I looked so funny. Thanks for the memories, Barn. And I signed it Mal, and in brackets I put Soupil, and under that I put Sweaty Yeti. They were a couple of the nicknames he had for me. And by the way, I did my first public performance 2 weeks ago. I did a busking job in the streets of Penguin. And I'm glad I did it, and it was his encouragement and Terence's that got me to do it, and I hope I'll do it again. So, Sam, that's what I had prepared. It was a bit easier to say today than I did on Saturday after I wrote it and read it out to Liz. And I couldn't have done that on Saturday night. I just couldn't have done it. So I've done it now. You've got it. I don't have to type it up, Sam. You can rewind and listen to it as many times as you like, but they were just my few thoughts on my memories of Bar. Thanks. Penguin Mal.